Hi Aquarius, welcome to your October 2021 Astro Update. It's Raina here. So as the month of October begins, we have a Mercury retrograde on our hands. And, this is the beginning of a month, and yet we're kind of reviewing something or having to go over something. In your case, this Mercury retrograde is falling in the 9th house in Libra, a fellow air sign. So, if you have some kind of travel plans, and if you're listening in September before October, and you have to get some kind of a passport if you're going long distance, forewarned is forearmed. This can be some kind of snafu that relates to passports or somebody who is going to college, trying to get some kind of application, just something with paperwork that has to do with higher education and long distance travel might be where this is affecting you. But another thing too is that for everybody, Mercury retrogrades can bring people from the past back into our life. And with Libra, there could even be like a romantic angle. So let's say you met somebody overseas. Maybe you're going to hear from them again, or even a job interview or something like that, and they call you back. You applied to something, forgot about it, and you hear from them, but it's like in another country. Maybe you will get a second chance. It doesn't have to be, Mercury retrogrades don't have to be bad at all. They can give us another chance, another shot at something. And actually, there's going to be a new moon in this area on the 6th of October at 13 degrees of Libra. So that could be that something is being offered to you again that fell through, and it could have travel attached to it, or even like some academic attachment. But because Mercury is still retrograding during this time, it doesn't mean that everything is resolved. So that's an important distinction to make. There are some new developments on the 6th with these matters of travel and higher education. On the very same day, Pluto goes direct at 24 degrees of Capricorn. So October is a time of a lot of planets going direct, 4 to be exact, and 3 of them have been, retrograde for months. So I think that during the second half of the month, we're going to start to really feel like we're moving forward if somehow we've felt a little bit hamstrung for a while. It will take time for those outer planets to get back up to speed, but still, it's moving in the right direction. And so Pluto has been in your 12th house, Aquarius, and that has probably been an interesting situation. I can't imagine how it has manifested for you. I would say cleaning out karma, and even like, yeah, I don't know, like, because I keep hearing about cleaning your karma, when I listen to, other energy readers, just in general for everybody. But definitely for Aquarians, this could be something. Now, Pluto has been retrograding, so it's not so much things that are tangible. It might be more in your consciousness with the Pluto energy. And I would say, especially working on issues connected to power and abuse of power and all kinds of trauma. So trauma work, maybe even getting regressed. I don't know if that's something that you've done. Now, I'm talking about when Pluto was retrograding, like how did it affect you? Pluto is a shadow work, even in the 12th house. but how it has spanned different lifetimes. So, yeah, past life regression might have been something that was really appealing to you and that had some effect. I don't know if ayahuasca, that plant medicine, works on past lives, and I don't promote taking mind altering drugs for enlightenment. I just know that people do it, whether I like it or not. I personally wouldn't want to do it. I don't have a desire to do it whatsoever. But some of you may have done it. And that's supposed to help people get in touch with the buried trauma, but I don't know if it's only for this lifetime or for other lifetimes. I don't know. I seem to from the people's you know relating their encounters, they usually seem to be suggesting it's from this lifetime. So I don't know, but you might have been doing some kind of work, maybe psychotherapy or something like that. But anyway, now that Pluto's direct, you can see yourself taking concrete steps in the outer world, even though the 12th house is more like, a monastery type of environment. But, to transform yourself, because that's what Pluto's all about, is transformation in ways that other people will probably really be able to see as well on the spiritual level. On the 7th, Venus goes into Sagittarius. This is your 11th house of hopes and wishes. It's also the house of gains, so you could see gains through your career at this time, but you can also find love through your social network. It can be, just feeling very popular right now, sought after by other people, your friends, what have you. On the 10th, Saturn turns direct at 6 degrees of Aquarius in that 12th house. So the dark night of the soul, Saturn in the 12th. I don't know how it's affected you. And by the way, this is a general reading because Saturn is direct at 6 degrees of Aquarius. I don't know what your 12th house cusp is, whether it's going to actually be in that house or not. So just want to remind people that these types of readings are never going to be completely accurate in terms of timing, but in a general sense, they'll work. Actually, this doesn't have to be about dark night of the soul. I mean, Saturn in the 12th can simply mean that you have to face what you have been avoiding, like addictions can be the 12th house. So maybe you have to get on the stick and stop, trying to escape your emotions, or stop trying to escape the need to discipline yourself spiritually, because this is the spiritual house. So Saturn direct can make it so that you are employing certain tools to help you on the spiritual path become more what we would call disciplined, so that you can be consistent in your spiritual practice. On the 22nd, on the 18th, Jupiter goes direct at 22 degrees of Aquarius in this house as well. Jupiter here can make it fortunate for you to find spiritual teachers, spiritual centers, places where you can go to be inspired, to find a sense of spiritual community. This can be good karma from past life that is blessing you, including money sometimes. On the 18th, the same day on the 18th, Mercury goes direct at 10 degrees of Libra. So there you have it. There's that ninth house again. So that might be some kind of, maybe you're taking some kind of travel so you can, like a yoga teacher training in Bali or something, Aquarius, and your plans were postponed because of the shutdown, and you're now, getting everything together, or you didn't have the right passport or what have you. So things are starting to come together towards the end of the month. On the 20th, there is a full moon at 27 degrees of Aries. This is your third house. The third house of trainings, teaching and learning, some kind of like skills that you're acquiring. Maybe you are finishing your training. So, or finally closing in on being able to get that training. A full moon in the third can be a spiritual download because this is a house of the mind. So this can guide you with wisdom. The third house can be siblings. So if you're having some kind of an issue with siblings, that could certainly come into play. And you just say, I'm done. I don't care if they're my brother or sister. They're not, they're a problem in my life, and I can't have this anymore. On the 23rd, the sun goes into Scorpio, and that for Aquarius is the 10th house of career. And then exactly a week later on the 30th, Mars goes into Scorpio. So these are both kind of ambitious, aggressive energies in this ambitious area, the 10th house. So that could be something where you're pushing into your career, maybe feeling a sense of being successful in some way, or trying to grab success in your life. And this is how you end the month. And then, of course, in November, you're going to have a new moon here. So that's going to further put you in that career mode. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.